Hi, dear loves. I'm Nicole, and welcome to our spiritual guidance for April 4th, 2017. Take a deep breath in with me now and raise your vibration. Exhale completely and release yourself from this major decision that you have to make. Get outdoors. Okay, retreat into nature today. We were leaving the garage, the parking garage, and I looked in the back, the side view mirror, and there was a face on a pillar. And the first thing that my soul went to was to thank Green Man. We were outside, we were out and about, we're on vacation, we're retreating, and it was just, the window was down, so I could, I felt the air, the fresh breeze and everything. And it was so Green Man. And what you're going to find when you go out in nature is your spiritual guidance is just waiting for you. It will be the wind. It will be the whistle in the wind. It will be the birds when they sing. There's a certain message that you catch that reminds you that, number one, you're alive. And, number two, to really take care of yourself, to be out and to reconnect with divine source by being out in nature, connecting with our fairies, connecting with all of Mother Earth, and really seeing the mysterious blessing there is in those faces and in objects that are very familiar to you in nature. So in our true love manifestation, some of us are making this major decision. It could be even welcoming an elderly parent into your home. It could be, deciding to get pregnant or finding that you are pregnant and it affecting your love life there. But this is a major decision in your true love manifestation. And I really feel like this also can be just the frustration, just understanding if you should stay. I'm very frustrated. Is this really even worth it? Should I go? Should I stay? Is he or she the one? Is there someone else? But this decision that you have to make is causing you stress and strain, and it's necessary to step forward in the direction divine source has been sending you in. It may feel like it's out of your control, but spirit is in control and will guide you every step of the way. Just listen to your soul and not your human ego. Okay? So today is time. It's time for you to be crystal clear. Ask Archangel Michael what it is that you need to do by explaining to Archangel Michael, this is what I need, and this is how I work with Archangel Michael. If I'm being guided to work on an additional project, or I find that I need a certain area in my life to be cleared or to be opened or whatever it is, then you really want to use the planning that you've already done with the Virgo full moon and a few weeks subsequently after that. There's been a lot of planning we've been guided to do lately. So this is the time for you to take those plans to Archangel Michael and say, Archangel Michael, I need 10 hours throughout the week to work on this side of my business. I need to have 3 more vendors. You can have a 6-figure income goal by the end of the year or by the end of 3 to 5 years, and you break that down because you've done the planning, right? You've done the work. And so you know how much you need to make per day even. That is the type of clarity that Archangel Michael is waiting for. And if it is, a true love decision, Archangel Michael, we need to spend more quality time together, or I need to see that he or she is all in, or I need to be all in by May. I need to know that that I'm the only one. I need to know that we're on the track for marriage, whatever it is. Or I need to know that he or she is receiving therapy, or he or she has made their, plane reservations, or whatever the case is, and by May 10th. Being very specific and clear when you work with Archangel Michael as chief angel. Also remembering to really get out in nature, get that stress off of you about this major decision in your love life and your life mission. But here's the thing, look at this. This is retreat, okay? Double. So this is affecting every area of your life. Get outdoors. And for my dear loves that are coupled up, it's time for you to pull your significant other out there for a walk. Invite them out there for a walk. If they refuse, go anyway. But you're leading by example. And this is also reminding us to keep people out of our business, okay? Keep people out of your love life. That's very important. And sometimes it is a family. Sometimes it's the ex. Keep them out of your love life. And so that may be this major decision also that is on your soul to make. But here's the thing. Between your true love manifestation and your life mission, your overall energy here is things are going to move very quickly. So be very confident. This is not battle mode. This is picking and choosing very wisely, making that decision. And this energy wants you to act on it. So think things through carefully, but remember your confidence, because things, it's divine timing. It is time for you to really be clear and ask what you need. And now that you have asked, right? We're being blessed with that. Now that you've spoken up, you have to be open. When we ask past the surface praying, and we ask for divine source to have spirit's way, please let thy will be done. I release, I submit, I let go. Please show me what I need to do. Please show me my spiritual guidance the way I can receive it. And if you show me, there's two options here usually, right? So if you show me that I need to go into option A, then I will such and such. There's a sacrifice there. And if you show me option B, then I will such and such. There is a sacrifice. And that, my dear loves, is the part B of the spiritual effort, okay, of really releasing and letting go and knowing that you deserve to receive your spiritual guidance. So it's going to happen very quickly. And look at, your angels are ready to go. They're ready to give you the answers that you seek. So release some of that stress by stretching. Release the metaphysical tension that results from the spiritual, emotional, and mental strain there. And then we've got this, our beautiful number 7, Thunderbird Clan. Number 7 is telling us that it's divine timing. And this is going to happen. This is a sudden event, just like the Night of Fire. And so let's see what our prayer is. I encourage you to go to NicoleXO.com and view the spiritual meaning to the number 7. There's fortune here. There's blessings. I mean, this is a time for you to really be positive and be all in to the way that Spirit is showing you, the direction. So go to NicoleXO.com. I am transferring them to digital format as quickly as I possibly can. Spirit worked with me. It's been over 2 years now that I've been working on these numbers. So as quickly as I can get them out there, is as quickly as I can, I promise you. So number 7 is imminent change, life force, rebuilding. The Thunderbird Clan represents energy at the highest level, like the thunder rumbling across the sky. The energy of the Thunderbird makes its presence known. Be prepared for situations to move very quickly and to become intense. Whoa. This life force energy is the spark of the universe and the surge of power that can ultimately create or destroy. Thunderbird is like the earth shaking, the phoenix rising from the ashes, and the tower crumbling down. The element of fire in the Thunderbird brings change. This is so synchronistic. Okay, look at that with the Knight of Fire. Brings change of the old to make room for new growth. The Thunderbird signals an abundant flow of energy that brings you into a new cycle. Be careful not to block or resist the necessary changes. Let the energy flow to ultimately create a better life that is more in tune with your spiritual gifts and your purpose. If we resist, however, the false ideals we have built will come crashing down. This is our prayer, dear love. Divine Source, help me to embrace the changes that are necessary for me to live out my truth. I honor the incredible power of Thunderbird energy. I will use this energy wisely to create a better life for myself and a better world for all my relations. Well, dear loves, whether it be in your true love, your life mission, I pray for your overall peace in making this major decision. Get out in nature, go for a walk if it's on your lunch break, if you can get your steps in at night before you go to the job. If you're working from home, please include getting outside in your day-to-day, but be very crystal clear when you are working with Archangel Michael, because now you're being told, when we ask, we're going to receive it. So that's the fear in asking with your soul. We can pray on the surface and, oh, Lord, please let him stop seeing her. Lord, please let her stop using drugs. Lord, please, take this person away from them. Lord, please, all this stuff. Lord, please, just let me become a millionaire, and you're still not really open to receiving how Spirit wants you to do that. What type of service that you're being called to do. There's so many ways that we can pray on the surface. How do I know? Because I've done it. And once I stopped, oh my gosh, it was incredibly clear, crystal clear as a matter of fact. And I prayed with my soul. And there's a difference there, because there is a sacrifice that you have to make there. You have to give up your old self, and you have to let go to rebuild a greater, stronger foundation and a brighter future. So I pray that this helps you for the day, and I will absolutely see you tomorrow, dear loves. Thank you so much for hanging in here while we're on vacation. And I pray for all of you to really, 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 really retreat. Sometimes we have to retreat from ourselves. Sometimes it is from our family. Sometimes it is from our significant others. But this is so much retreating from that old, of who we were and that old pattern of doing things. So I know that you can do it. Work with Archangel Michael and work with Green Man to bring you that inner peace and that outward reflection of what really is going on inside of you, which is that love and that eternal joy. Love you, and I'll see you very, very soon.